I'm set apart. From the ash I am born again. Forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words can say. I follow you, Lord, for all my days. I fix my eyes, follow in your ways. Forever free in the unending grace. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, lift you higher. Your love never ending. Oh, oh, oh. You are alive in us. Nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. I was lost with a broken heart. You picked me up, now I'm set apart. From the ash I am born again. Forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words can say. I follow you, Lord, for all my days. I fix my eyes, follow in your ways. Forever free in the unending grace. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, lift you higher. Your love never ending. Oh, oh, oh. You are alive in us. Nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Kidventure. We are so glad that you're with us. It's Wednesday. Hope it's been a wonderful, amazing Wednesday for you guys. So I'm going to highlight a couple of things. We're going to do an activity, and you're going to need a few supplies. So you're going to need a piece of paper. It can be plain or colorful. I'm going to give mine to my friend Samantha, who's helping me today. You'll also need something to write with. So we've got markers. You can use crayon or pencil or pen, just something to write with. And then if you've got your family or your friends with you, like probably your friends, your brother or your sister or your other siblings, have them come around, right? Like you guys are going to be standing, kind of close like this. And then you're going to use a piece of tape, or maybe if you've got a clip or something to attach it to, you're going to put that piece of paper on their back. So they can't see it, but you're going to put it on their back. And then I'm going to let Samantha put hers on my back as well. Now, once it's on everybody's back, you're going to walk around and you're going to write a nice, friendly word on their back. Whoops, we lost Samantha's piece of paper. We're going to get that back on there. So we're going to write something kind. And you know what? Samantha has a beautiful smile. So you know what I'm going to write? Smiley. Because she has a beautiful smile. So hopefully it sticks. And if it falls off, that's okay. Because you might have a different way of you putting it. Now, she's going to write something on my back. I don't know what it is. So you go around and make sure you write one word on everyone. And if you don't finish right away, you can continue to do this game tonight, all right? Once everybody has written a word on somebody's back, everybody's back, you're going to take it off. And you're going to read it. Mine says, "You are so fun." See, that makes me feel good. And Samantha says, "You're smiley." So this is what you're going to do so you can share it with your friends and your family around. You can always do this game with friends and just let them know how you feel about them. So stay positive. Stay tuned as we continue with our adventure. All right, we're back, friends. I'm so glad. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you have friends? Raise your hand if you have a friend, or maybe two, or maybe 10. Yeah, you have a friend. I have a friend too. Like, we all have friends. And guess what? Friends are a gift from God. And so we should always thank God for our friends, right? And a really, really good friend will pray for you and will encourage you and strengthen you in God. Today's story is about two great friends of the Bible, Jonathan and David. These guys were friends, and they had some things that were the same and some things that were not. So Jonathan, his dad, was King Saul, and King Saul, well, he was a king. That made Jonathan a prince. Now, David's father, he was a farmer and a sheep breeder, which meant David was a shepherd boy. So one thing they had in common is that they both loved God and they both trusted God, and they grew up to be great warriors. So some things are different and some things are the same. But guess what? They became best friends. Now, King Saul was jealous of David. What does that mean? I mean, he didn't like David because so many people liked David. And so he was jealous of him. He was so jealous that he wanted to kill him. Ooh, that's not good, right? So David asked Jonathan, like, Jonathan, why does your dad want to kill me? And Jonathan was like, my dad doesn't want to kill you, because Jonathan didn't believe that about his father. But David said, he does want to kill me, and I'm scared. And he's having a dinner, and he wants me to be there. But I'm scared to go. So they made a plan, and this is what they said. David said, I am not going to go to the dinner. And when King Saul asks where I am, tell him I'm at a dinner with my family. Jonathan said, okay, I can do that. And I will give you a signal. I'm going to shoot 3 arrows to a target. Do you guys know what a target is? Right? Is where you're trying to get something to it. So Jonathan said, if I shoot 3 arrows close to the target, that means you are safe and you can come out of hiding. That means my dad does not want to hurt you. King Saul does not want to kill you. But if I shoot the arrows past the target, that means you should stay in hiding to stay safe. That means my dad does want to hurt you. So that was their plan. So Jonathan went to the dinner, and King Saul said, where's David? And Jonathan said, King Saul, father, David is at dinner with his family. And King Saul got angry. He got super mad. He was like, oh! He threw a spear at Jonathan. Do you know what a spear is? It's like a long knife. Almost hit Jonathan. Jonathan was so sad that his dad would almost hurt him just because he was so angry about David. So Jonathan went outside and got ready with his bow and arrow. And if you remember, he was going to give David a sign. So he shot 3 arrows. Now, do you think he shot those arrows close to the target or far away from the target? Do you remember what the sign was? That's right. It was far away from the target to let him know that he was not safe. So David stayed hiding to protect himself. He knew that it was not safe to come out. Later, when he found that it was safe, he came out. And he was so grateful and thankful to Jonathan for helping him. Jonathan knew that David was going to be the next king. He knew that God had appointed him for that. And he was such a great friend. He was happy for him. So we will grow up and have many friends in our lifetime. So we need to remember that we should pray for our friends, that we should love and encourage our friends so that we can be great friends. And guess what? I want you to know that we love you guys. We miss you, and we're praying for. Until the next adventure, remember, we love you guys. See you next time.